Father God, we come to you, Master, saying thank you, Lord. Father, we come to you asking the words of my mouth, Father, and the meditation of my heart will be acceptable in your sight, Master. We come praying, Lord, that if anything in me that does not need to be there, Lord, we ask you to move it, Father, and ask you to replace it with your love, kindness, and understanding, Lord. And we thank you for magnifying, Father. We ask you, Father, you will allow your Holy Ghost to fall on each one of us this morning, for your anointing to flow as we come before you, Lord. We thank you for being such a great and kind God, Lord. And we thank you, Lord, for dying on Calvary's cross, Lord, that we have the opportunity to go to you anytime, Master. Lord, we thank you, Jesus. In the mighty name of Jesus, we say amen. 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 If you kind of reminisce back, we left off with Haman hanging on his own gallows. In other words, he had built it for Mordecai, but God got the way of working things out. So we find him, but the work is not over. God has, Batman and Robin, they were spoiled the Joker's plan, but he'd always come up with a new plan. Same way that Haman was not just satisfied. Look at it. You go back through. Haman was not. He had a problem with Mordecai because Mordecai would not bow to him, but he took it out on all the Jews. So he was trying to get rid of all the Jews, and what he had went to the king and convinced him that the Jews were trying to overthrow his kingdom. So and the king had put it, back in the day, what they had a signet ring. The king had, whoever was in charge, and then what they would do when they did a document, y'all remember that the candles they would have like the candles that makes that comes back, but I'll get there in a minute here. But as far as the wax, that's where I want to go. The wax. And what they would do, they would write the document, they would roll the scrolls up, and they would take wax, and they would put it on the end that closed it, and they would take the ring of the king, and they would push it into the wax, and relieve an impression, and that's the way they seal a document. So if you look at this, Haman, after y'all remember, y'all know what was Haman's last big fall before King took him? I go back a little bit. What happened to Haman when he come in after the king and walked back in out of the garden? What was Haman's problem? Well, that's what I'll tell you. I'm just going back a little bit to kind of bring us back. He was laying on the queen's bed. And when the king came back in, he said, no, you didn't. Now, he'd already got teed. He'd already got mad at Haman for the plot. But now the way it looks, Haman is trying to attack his queen. And when when he came back in, that was it. So they took him and hung him on what he had planned for Haman, for Mordecai. So what does it say? The work, and what we've got, briefly kind of want to point, our work, as long as we're in this body, we still got work to do. Yeah. And the good thing about that is God allows us, as long as we're living, God expects us to be working. Well, you said, why you say that? Because he said, put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand the wiles of the devil. Do you think the devil's busy? Yeah. Do you think he's on his job? Amen. So that means that we've got to be making sure that we've got our armor on. And what happened is the way and see now and just like silver, if you put silver out on the table, what happens? Well, let me tell you. Let me ask a question. If you put silver out on the table, silver tarnishes. It turns colors. So to keep silver looking good, what do you have to do? You have to polish it, right? So, and that's what the Word of God and prayer does for us, is polishes our armor. And Satan don't want you to know, because when you polish, that means you're going to shine, right? That means when people see you, matter of fact, could I put this one in here? Like when the sun shines on something that's shining, that there's a reflection, right? Amen. Yeah. So that means that if you're shining, and the reflection should be shown, you know what reflection should show, right? That the reflection of Jesus should show out in my life. Because what happened is he's shining on us. Now, whether we reflected him or not depends on us. It depends on whether we've taken time to shine our armor or whether we just sat around and did nothing. We find in here now, as it kind of come on a little bit closer, Haman has been executed on his gallows. Now, but what happened, Haman had signed a document, so what his scheme had not ended with his death. So that Mordecai and Esther still had work to do. Yeah, I don't believe it. Sister Duckworth, I'm going to let you start going on. Chapter 8. Would you be down to verse 2 from it? And then we're going to chapter 8, Esther, excuse me, after I said Esther, it says, now for that only the king Hezekiah gave. And listen now we just figured out that Haman is no longer with us, right? All right. Now, but listen, even because they were still following God, Esther and Mordecai was blessed. Y'all believe it? Let's look in the book. It says what there?
On that day did the king Ahasuerus give the house of Haman, the Jews, enemy unto Esther the queen. And Mordecai came before the king, for Esther had told what he was unto her. And the king took off his ring, which he had taken from Haman, and gave it unto Mordecai. And Esther set Mordecai over the house of Haman.
So, y'all need to go back and study this. It's just a good enlightenment, because all the planning that Haman had did fell back on him. And somebody mentioned that I got, and I guess I need to go back and get this real quick, because if you remember, I was saying Proverbs 26:7, and I called it out, but I didn't say anything about it. I need to pick that up, right? Yeah, Proverbs 26, verse 27. Listen, it's what, right? Y'all there? Might want to mark. Now, it says, whoever, and the old folks had it right. They wasn't that, didn't read the Bible, they had to have a Bible like that, but they had it right. It said, now you there, this is the NIV. It says, and somebody, you got the King James, Brother Brown, we're gonna let you do the King James in a minute while I'm gonna do the NIV. Gonna just move it around this morning, because I want you to see this morning, because Satan wants us to drop our heads and act like we're defeated. And God has left this word for us to know that we're not defeated. Yeah, because when Jesus got up out of the grave, he said, what did he say? In whose hand? Now, and who are we? Yeah, so we're his children. So that means we got power too, right? We got power because we're his children. And so now, and Satan want us to drop our head, run back the corner, but God, and we see it, this is as we see and study Esther, we see how God is still in the same business of blessing his people. And so what we have to do, we have to keep on looking to the hills which cometh our help, and our help coming from not the hill. It's the one that sat on the hill. And who sits on the hill? The Lord. And all right. It said now, Proverbs, it said, whosoever diggeth a pit will fall into it, or someone who rolleth a stone, it will roll back on them. And And I guess I better add this one in here too. We know the first part of this one. Now go ahead and do yours, Brother Brown. King 26. Yeah, King James.
26 and 7.
27. 27. But listen, now, because well, listen to me while you get it. Now, because Satan's job is to divide. And once he divides, he can conquer.
All right.
God is for unity. In other words, God is for you coming together and as one body. And when you come together as one body, you know, the word said now, you know, if you got a piece of string or just a thread and you just got one strand, it breaks easy. But the more strands you add to the thread, the more strength. Can I make it personal? The more you read the Bible,
All right.
the more you study the Bible, that means the more strength you have when it comes to doing what God said. You know, Paul said, I can't do it on my own. Yeah, I got to have Jesus to be able to do it. And what happened is, and the world and Satan don't want us to know that we can do it. How you know? Because Paul said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So now, we don't have a problem doing it. We just need to keep on looking to. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone will return upon him.
So, old folks just said, if you dig one, better do two. Because, can I just stick this in here? Because most likely it won't be enough room in that one for both of us.
All right.
Amen. That's right.
Yeah, but listen to me. And because God, you know, the world looks so confused. That might be a good word for it. Do you watch? You watch them, don't you? Because it has decided that it does not need Jesus. You know, and when they decided they don't need Jesus, there's nothing else. You know, you look at money and you know, I like a few pennies in my pocket. But but I can't love money. I've got to love God. Why you figure? Because the word says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and whatever you need will be added unto you. See now, and so I need to put God first in everything I do. Yeah, and if you look back, that's what they did. Esther and Mordecai put God first. Because what they did the first time, they went to God and they fasted. Yeah, so, you know, I hear this one too. The disciples had a question with Jesus. Yeah, when the woman brought the fellow to her and asked him to cast out the devil. Yeah, and it brought to the disciples, and the disciples couldn't do it. The man, couldn't do it. And then when they got to Jesus, they said, now, why we couldn't do it? He said, some things you just got to fast for. Yeah. Some things that we're going through, we need to just back away from the table.
Right.
Yeah, and say, God, I need to hear from you. And then what happens is when we fast, what that does, that puts God first. That means we're taking away from our body, and we're putting God first. So when we put God first, God said, God can't lie. Yeah, and then sit down, and God will take care of it alone. That's why I keep always come back telling you, look what God is. You're not sitting here because, well, excuse me, I just limited you myself. I'm not here because I've been so good. Yeah, I'm not here because I've been so great. I'm here because God loved me enough to allow me to see one more day. And you know what? He's worthy to be praised. Yeah, he's a good God. Yeah, he's able. And we see this, how they kept working. Yeah, because what happened is we'll get a little bit, and then we'll stop working. Yeah. See now, if they had just let him get rid of Haman, see that would still had they. Excuse me, I said like they had a contract out for the rest of the Jews. Look at the blessing there. Now, Haman was trying to get rid of the Jews. But, now, can I just go this way? Yeah. But, he was trying to get rid of it. But he couldn't. Because God had to do his work. Listen, it says, and after that, Esther came and told the king who Mordecai was. Mordecai was her uncle, but really Mordecai was her father because he took care of her. Her family, her mother and father had passed. So Esther, Mordecai is taking care of his niece. So when she comes, he comes in. Queen Esther tells the king, well, this is my dad. Can I just say that? Just keep that. This is my dad. And what happened? Yeah. Now, the king takes what Haman owned and give it to who? Give it to the queen. See now, and give it to the queen. And then the queen takes it and puts Haman in charge of it. And not only that, excuse me, thank you, appreciate it. Mordecai. Thank you. Don't want to get the wrong one because Haman is gone. He's gone. Thank you. He's gone. He's gone. But so now, so Queen has told the king who Mordecai is. And then after the king gives Haman's house away to the king, also now she puts. Can I just search my little finite? Now, Haman, make sure Haman was second in charge of the king at the time. Right? Don't you think? You think he might have had a good-looking past? You know, he had the big head, don't you think? Because he was always. Don't you think he might have had a nice past? Oh, excuse me, house. Y'all, my pad. That's old folks. That's way back there. I'm sorry. House. Okay. Home. Yeah, y'all don't know about pads. I don't say. I'm sorry about that. But no, that's demonic. So. But don't you think he had a pretty nice house? Now, and if you look back in the story now, so Mordecai was just sitting on the street. Well, he wasn't homeless, but he was sitting on the street. Now, he's got this beautiful, this beautiful house that he has not had to work for, but he's got this nice house to work in. Not only that, but the word the kid said now, and what happened after the king took the ring that Haman had and gave it to Mordecai. Yeah, now that means not only did Mordecai get a nice house, he got a promotion. Did it? Did it right? Now, Haman was in charge, removed the ring. Now, so what does that mean? That means he followed God's instructions. Oh, yeah. Does that mean? So if we follow God's instructions, that means God has a blessing for us. Because what we did, we did what God told us to do, and because we've done that, God has a blessing, and He's able to do anything except fail. Look at it very quick like that. It says that, and it says that, and the king took off his ring, which he had taken from Haman, and gave it unto Mordecai, and Esther set Mordecai over the house of. Can I do you? Now, it didn't say nothing about what happened to, because Haman had a wife there. So what? So that means they put an eviction notice on Haman's house? Or do you think Mordecai let people still live there? What?
I think when Esther took over the house, she took over everything that was in the house.
At the house.
And then the Haman's wife became like a handmaid.
Well, A handmaid? But listen, do you think now, this 18-foot, y'all remember, y'all saw some westerns, Gunsmoke. I know I'm telling my age. Gunsmoke. Y'all remember Gunsmoke? Y'all remember Chester? Y'all remember Chester Hopping? Yes. Y'all remember when they get this noose out? Now, but if you look back now, but if it says now, Haman built the gallows by his house. So that means Sister Haman saw him swinging, right? And if it was me and I saw him swinging, I'd probably try to find me a new home anyway. Don't you think? Yeah. I mean, he over there swinging, and if you look back in the book, it started talking how he had been boasting. Now, and matter of fact, if you look at it, she also told him to do the gallows. Because he was going back home and he was complaining about how Mordecai wouldn't bow down to him. All right, let me. But he gave the house. And then to Haman. Then Esther spoke again before the king. Fell down at his feet. I'm in 3. Fell down at his feet and besought him. With her tears, put away the mischief Haman and his devices had devised against the Jews. In other words, Haman had did a plot, and he was going to kill all the Jews. Remember Hitler? Yeah, I remember Hitler, right? Hitler was anticipating and destroying all the Jews. You know, that he was going to destroy. But did it happen? Now, many was killed. But the Jews are still a nation. God has promised that. And we see this now, that wasn't the first time that the Jews had been trying to annihilate the Jews. And we see that in this Esther. Let me get ready there. Because, listen to me, you find this? Because it says, now every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment shall be condemned. In other words, that means that your haters, you know, really haters are elevators, right? When you, and what that does, that means when they spend their time hating on you, and that means that runs you closer to God. Because what happened is, and especially when really you can't see any physical way out. So you've got to go to God. And because God has promised us that He's on our side.
All right.
You know, the first part of, but you know this one, no weapon formed against thee shall prosper. In other words, whatever Satan want to keep us Satan want to keep us looking down. Jesus want to keep us looking up.
All right.
Because what happened is, you know, if you're looking down, you're gonna run over something if you're looking down all the time.
All right.
You know, but you've got to be looking. But when you're looking up, you can see that. That's right, right? And if you got your head up now, but if you're down here, you can't see what's going on around. But if you're looking up, that means you can see what's going on around you. And as I said to say this, put a point in, because what happened is, if we're continuously looking to God, we can say now, our soul is anchored. That's what y'all did say, right? And Jesus. And And because my soul is anchored in Jesus, I can handle everything that comes my way. That's why. Because we in Esther, the book of Esther, we don't see Jesus and the Lord mentioned. But we do see God working in their behalf. He's working in their behalf because what they've done, they put their trust in God. And when you put your trust in God, God has promised that I work on your behalf. Why you say that? Because the Hebrew boys said, now, king, we don't know. We're not sure about that. But one thing we do know, we got a God, and we ought to be able to say it, we got a God that's able to do anything except fail. Even if he don't do it, king, he's able. And what we're going to do, we're going to stick with God. And we're going to keep sticking with God. And what God tells us to do, that's what we're going to do. And that's what we got to do. But we got to keep looking to God, because if God tells us to do it, it's going to work out. No matter how it looks to us, if God says it. That's why I can say now, what Satan will do now, that's why he said now, I don't want to pray. Because what they do, when they start praying, that means God is going to answer that prayer.
Amen.
Yeah. Jesus says, if you want, woman at the well, y'all remember, right? And I'm gone. I'm getting ready. Woman at the well, when Jesus asked her for a drink of water.
All right.
Asked her that can I, she said, if you had if you knew who was asking you for water, you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water, boiling up. And so what we got to do, we've got to keep our mind stayed on Jesus. And when we keep our mind stayed on Jesus, I say this often, Grandma Liza, we used to want to go over, our first cousin, we go over and play with them. We'll always try to sneak around and not go see Grandma Liza. You kids, we play around. They're not playing hide and go seek dog, but we didn't want to go see Grandma Liza.
All right.
Because when we got to Grandma Liza, and see now, like you can't do like kids do today. See now, kids do that. You sit down and talk to your grandparents, you can get up and walk off. You didn't do that back in the day. When you sit down, when they release you, you can walk off. But you just couldn't get up and leave before they say, So we knew, but we knew when we got over there, we had to. Mom was gonna make us go speak. See that back in the day, gonna make us go speak. And we knew when we got over there to speak, she was gonna make you sit down, and she was gonna start talking about Jesus. And really, that's what the world, that they don't realize what Jesus is all about.
All right.
See that? And because if you ask Moses down at the burning bush, Moses had that question, said, God, who are you? I don't know who, I know you're telling me to go, and you know I got problems. You know I can't talk. But who am I going to tell that sent me?
All right.
Moses, God said, you tell him I am. I tell him I am sent you. What, God, I am. He said, now what are you? What do you need? He said, I need somebody to pay my bills this month. He said, I am. I need somebody to go to court with me. He said, I am. I need a drink of water. He said, I am. See now, and what happened is when we begin to know that God am, it's whatever we need. And it don't bother us like it. Things might stop us for a minute, but it doesn't bother us like it used to. Because I realize who God is. Because I realize what God will do. And you do know you're not here because of your goodness. I said it before. You're not here because of what you've done. You're here because of the goodness of God. And can I tell you this? If you be here tomorrow, it's going to be because of the goodness of God. I don't know, but I began to wonder over the years. Thank you, Master. I began to realize, Lord, I don't know what, but I decided to depend on you. I decided to take all my problems. I decided I want to give them to you, Master. Because God, over the years, you've been good.
Oh, yeah.
You saw me through when I couldn't see myself. You saw me when I couldn't understand how I was going. You saw me through, Lord. And so, Lord, I want to take the opportunity to say thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for walking up Golgotha Hill. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, yes. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Master. Keep in mind, no matter what you're going through, no matter how high the hill, how deep the valley, God is able to do anything. No matter what trouble you're facing, no matter what trial and situation you're looking at, keep on. Don't take your ankle loose. Keep on looking to the hills where God sits. Yeah. David said in Psalm 27, said, I would have fainted if I had not believed the goodness of the Lord. Yeah. So I would have gave up, Lord. But I looked and saw. He said, I looked and saw, Lord, I saw how they was just going around having a good time. I saw how they did, like everything they did made them money. But Lord, I calculated.
All right.
Yeah. I did a little calculating. In other words, I did some figuring. Yeah. I looked and I saw how they was just enjoying themselves. And then I thought about how one day in your presence was going to be. I thought about how long that I was going to be with you. And how good you've been to me. You ought to be able to say that, how good you've been to me on this side. Yeah, and you've been good to me on this side. Eyes hadn't seen.
All right.
Ears have not heard the goodness of what God got in store for the ones that believe him. I don't know about you, but I'm glad about that. I'm glad that God said, I'm going away. And I'm going away to prepare a place for you. And where I am, that you may be. And I hear they got 12 gates. I don't know about you, but 12 gates up in heaven. I don't know which one the gate was going to let me through. But I know I got one gate I'm going to get through. And then I'm going to tell me I got wings. I got wings. All of God's children got wings. Thank God. I don't know about you, but I'm going to keep looking up. I don't know all, but I'm going to keep looking up. I don't understand it all, but I'm going to keep looking up. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you.
One more day, Lord. Oh, yeah. Put all your hope in the Lord. I know things look bleak. I know things we don't understand. But God said, someday we will. Because he made us a promise. Oh yeah, now, can't you see? Listen, God is still working.
All right.
No matter how it looks or what you think, God is still working. Now, Brother Brown, that Proverbs 3, but the first part that says, lean not to own understanding. That ought to be shouted to you. Yeah, lean not to your own understanding, but in all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. That's good news. I don't know the way to go, but God knows. Yeah, God knows. I don't know what you're going through, but God knows. Yeah. I don't know how to fix your problem, but God knows. Yeah. All right, I guess I better quit. Keep in mind, The good Jesus is good. Yeah. Every now and then, just need to spend some time with him. Yeah, sometimes, you know, I'm learning something. I just need to just I don't know what to say though. Yeah, listen. Yeah. There was a little boy looking for a home. Y'all probably heard this, probably need to hear it. I want to hear it again. Look at, he got lost looking and got a little far away from home than he usually would be. Gentleman came by and asked him, said, what street do you live on? He said, I really don't know. He said, what neighborhood are you in? I really don't know. He said, well, I'm not sure how we're going to find your house. Little boy said, now, there's a big old church, and they got a cross on top of the church. He said, if I can find my way there, I can find my way home. If you can find your way to Jesus, because he's saying, come to me, you can find your way home. Yeah. So just keep looking to Jesus, because he's got a home for each one of us. That we won't be no more aches. Won't be no more pain. Won't be no more going to work, hassles and bustles of life, trying to make sure that you're on the right side of the road, trying to make sure that these nuts run down the road texting and driving, they don't run over you. Won't be no more of that. We're going to be in Jesus. Amen. Yeah, we're going to be with Jesus.
Amen.
Yeah, Grandma had it right. Better get Jesus.
All right.
Better get Jesus. Because if you don't get Jesus, I say it often, won't be no pay at the door. If you don't get it before you leave, you know, they always go up a little bit up the door too, but won't be no pay at the door. If you don't get it before you get to the door,
all right,
you're going to be left out. Yeah. All right, I quit. Give God time. And he will work it out.
Yes, he will.
Whatever you're going through, give God time. Keep looking to him, because he will work it out.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Come on, announcement. Door of God's church is open. There may be someone that don't know Jesus and the pardon of their sin. There may be someone that want to rededicate. There may be someone that want to get special prayer.
All right.
God is.